back to my channel. My name is Lauren and I bring you videos about fitness and food. In this week's video we are talking about HUEL, and specifically this week I am going to do a week where I only have HUEL. Every meal, 3 meals a day, this is all I am going to be eating. If you're not familiar with HUEL, it is a nutritionally complete powdered food. So they specifically say they're not a meal replacement, it's not a diet shake, it's not there exclusively for you to lose weight, it is a meal, a nutritionally complete meal in powdered form. You can actually get it in a few different ways. You can get it ready-made, or you can get it as powder, and they also do a couple of different versions of the powder that have different macronutrient ratios, and I think they do a gluten-free one as well, but I'm using the bog standard white HUEL, and I'm actually using an older version because this is a bag that does need to be used up. So the rules are for this week: every meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, I'm going to have a HUEL. I'm going to try and balance it so I'm in a little bit of a calorie deficit because I do still want to try and lose some weight. So I have got quite a few of the different flavour powders. I think I've got 7 different flavours. I've also got 2 different flavours of the powder itself. So I've got vanilla and chocolate. And basically I'm going to be mixing it with some different milks, and I'm going to use berries in it as well just to mix up the flavours a little bit. But other than that, I'm not going to be consuming any other food all week. I was going to try and buy some of the bars, but they're actually really expensive. So I thought, no, I'll just stick with the powder, and that's all I'm going to have to eat all week. I'll be interested to see how it goes and how much I'm absolutely desperate to chew something by the end of the week. I did wonder whether I should just start off with a month, but honestly that just seemed mental. There are people that do it. I don't know, maybe I'll do the week and I'll love it so much that I think, yeah, let's do a month, but I just can't see that happening. So I will check back in with you at the end of the week. So it's like the afternoon of the 3rd day, and I think this is just because I've had a really crap day at work. But I'm really struggling with the fact that I'm not going to eat any food today. I am a massive emotional eater, so I think that's probably the problem, to be honest, is I want to eat because I'm feeling a bit rubbish, but I can't because of the sort of challenge and commitment that I've set myself. So it might end up being a good thing, but it doesn't feel very good right now. I am drinking my HUEL for tea in bed. Sue me. Yeah, I think that last clip of me drinking a HUEL in bed really does just sum up the whole experience. I have got a HUEL here because it seemed like I had to, right? Now, it does actually pay me a little bit to sit here and say that I didn't actually make it through the whole week. I'm just going to say up front that it's because I had some of the worst diarrhea I've had in a long time. No. And I had it for 3 of the 4 days, so it just really wasn't worth continuing, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it was the HUEL that caused it, because as soon as I went back to my normal diet, my dodgy belly went away. The powder definitely wasn't out of date, and I tried a few different milks, so it wasn't that, and I had a few different flavour combinations, so it wasn't that either. I think it was just my own fault for going straight in at 3 meals a day every single day, and I think my stomach just couldn't really cope with it. I did at the beginning think, oh, I wonder if this is why he's going straight in at doing 3 meals a day, but I have done 2 a day for a month before, and I don't remember having any problems with that whatsoever, so I thought I was probably going to be okay, and clearly that was a naive assumption. But yeah, I managed 4 whole days and a breakfast, so I got way more than halfway through. But at that point in time, I'd lost 3 kilos, which in 4 days is insane. And for the Wednesday and Thursday of that week, it just not really kept any of the food I was eating down, and I just thought, I can't do this anymore. This really isn't good for me, and I didn't want to purposefully put my body through more stress. To be honest, if it wasn't for that, I think I would have carried on with the 7 days, and I actually wouldn't have minded it that much, to be honest. I definitely had enough combinations and enough ways of making it taste a little bit different to keep me going. As far as the benefits go, actually as a weight management method, HUEL is really, really convenient. Because you're basically eating the same thing for 3 meals, it does make doing a kind of calorie calculation so simple and straightforward. And I personally find that over a relatively short time, I find very restrictive diets actually to be easier to stick to than your kind of eat everything in moderation diet. So actually something like HUEL only for 7 days, I don't find that difficult to stick to, but obviously I would if I tried to do it for really any longer than that. And then, the taste is something you have to get used to, but I've been using HUEL for a really long time and I actually quite like the taste. And the other good thing as well is there are so many flavour combinations that you can get in both the powders and also their flavour boosters, as well as adding things like berries or any other natural flavourings you can find. You really can't run out of options. So today in here I have got chocolate HUEL powder with some mint chocolate flavouring. In conclusion, would I do it again? Yes, I probably would, despite the stomach and digestive issues that I had, which means I think I'd probably just stick to 2 a day. I would do it again, and actually as a few day detox, and I absolutely hate that word, but as a way of kind of resetting your diet, I think it'd be a really good thing to do. And I also love it as a convenient work, either breakfast or lunch, and sometimes both. I don't really have that problem with working from home, that I haven't got anything that I can take to work for lunch, but if you are still working from an office or wherever it is you work, this is a really convenient fallback option, and it really does do a good job of keeping you full as well. I was really only having obviously much more than this, but 3 of these a day, and I wasn't hungry for any of the 4 days. Yeah, it just didn't want to stay in me. Would I recommend it to you? If it's something you've been toying with the idea of doing before, definitely give it a go. I'd maybe ease into it a little bit just so that your digestive system has a chance to catch up, and I don't want you to have the same problems that I had. Let me know in the comments down below if you think you would ever try something like this, maybe not with HUEL, maybe with another meal replacement. That's all for this week. I hope you have a really lovely week, and I will see you soon. And food. As if my camera doesn't fall off anyway.